Rock and Roll Geek Show 1290.
Still rocking after all these years.
This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
This is it, the show that started it all. Often imitated, but never equal. From San Francisco, USA. Online since 2004. It's the one and only Rock and Roll Geek Show. With the original Rock and Roll Geek, Michael Butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Tuesday, April 30th, 2024, and it is 6:06 p.m. when I'm recording this episode. I'm ready to open up a beer. I'm up here in the Mountain House, and at 4 o'clock this afternoon, or around 4 o'clock, through my driveway at the Mountain House, pulled up a Ford Bronco rental, and this guy stepped out of the Bronco. How you doing, friend?
I'm doing great, Michael. How are you? I
Good.
think I'll join you here.
I'm glad you showed up, Joe Pawlak, because I thought I was going to get some trouble from the guys down the street. And Joe Pawlak pulled up, and those guys headed the other way. They didn't want none of Joe Pawlak.
That's
so
right.
The speed freaks are no longer here. They tried to invade, but I had to pull in the heavy guns. It's nice to see you, Joe Pawlak.
Well, thanks for sending out the smoke signal. I'm glad to help out, Michael. Anytime. You just make the call and I'll hook you up.
So what brings you up to the Trinity Alps? So let me take a sip of this fine Pacifica.
Oh, yeah,
By the way, Joe Pawlak showed up with a case of Pacifica in the cans. I'm getting texts from Gary Holt as we talk.
And
right
I can say that is Gary Holt who just sent a text. So I'm glad I could be part of that.
If I can pull an Eddie Trunk. Gary Holt's texting me right now, which I can't talk about what he's saying, but
third beer of the day, always the best.
let's just say it involves. It does not involve gay sex.
Allegedly.
Pretty close.
Allegedly.
Oh, well, thank you for coming, Joe Pawlak.
So-
what are you doing up here again?
So I actually, my business is to sell recycled glass, and one of the applications for recycled glass is to make fiberglass insulation. And one of my customers happens to be in Shasta Lake, California, which is about an hour from Mr. Butler. And I figured, what the hell, man? Let's come on up and hang out. So I got to see the Mountain House.
Oh, yeah. What do you
So I will
think of?
post some pictures later on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page, which I don't believe you created.
No, because I didn't create it, but I do approve people. Just got to answer two questions so that I know you. What is this one?
Well, so that we know that you're not some fake hot chick created by AI to infiltrate the rock talk on the Facebook page.
Yeah, I noticed there's a couple of new members on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, and they're extremely hot looking chicks.
They are. So this is, I'm going to have to talk to the sheriff one-on-one because it seems that there is an Alice Miller.
Huh? She looks pretty good looking.
Not to say that the rest of the group is not a handsome group, but yeah. So Alice Miller and Jennifer Veer Coravello. So welcome to the Facebook page. I see that you started your Facebook profile in April of 2024.
Oh,
so that's
great.
never a bad
Week
sign.
ago.
You're in freelance designing.
Oh, freelance designing, fashion designing.
I believe fashion designing and media.
Oh, nice. So, yeah, we'll get the big guns at the Rock and Roll Geek Show. I'm guessing they answered the two questions.
Well, either that or they DM'd the sheriff.
Oh, they sent Manitoba, or they sent Richard Fusey some naked pictures, maybe.
Could be.
That's well. I don't blame the sheriff. We can all be corrupted by the the nudity. So I don't blame you, Richard Fusey. Just keep an eye on these two girls,
That's right.
Sheriff, because they've infiltrated. So
They have. So that would be Jennifer and Alice. So if all of a sudden there are very attractive ladies in the Facebook group posting things.
hello, Jennifer and Alice. Now, it could be Chris Capel, the rock and roll copywriter.
Well, that
posing.
was my theory. That this is Chris Capel because, he is kind of in the industry.
So, Richard, Sheriff, be careful sending dick pics because who knows could be seeing those things. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't send dick pics. Don't ask about the Instagram, okay? But
So what exactly happened with the Instagram?
Nothing. I'm making a joke. That didn't happen.
Allegedly.
All right. Well, Richard Fusey, just be careful. Keep your eye, as they say, on these two chicks, if you get my drift.
Yeah, and I think anybody who's in the Facebook group, which is, by the way, a great group,
Yes.
awesome, very friendly. Everybody's, well behaved, and there's no shenanigans or arguing or anything. That's
right.
The best
That's why
thing
the
about it.
sheriff's there. He manages. If anything gets out of hand, he takes care of business. But nothing usually gets out of hand with the sheriff.
Unless it's a beautiful AI created.
I have to say the sheriff has got some pretty attractive home care people coming into his house. So kudos to you, Richard, for that, Richard Fusey.
But anyway, the sheriff does a great job. So does Mr. Boschrock on the forums and everyone else in there. So it is fun. There are some great things. So, but what I thought we'd do is maybe start out with a song.
Oh, great. Okay.
So I don't know how your levels are going to be on this.
I'm going to get this thing going on the phone, and I'm using the Roadcaster. You should be okay. What are we playing?
Well,
So Joe Pawlak's going to host this show. We'll do an hour or so. And hey, this is a bonus episode, so you're getting a bonus. I should say, I don't want to get people scared about the Manitoba tour, but I haven't told you, Manitoba had his hip replaced in February, and I called him yesterday. He was in the hospital. His hip came out of the. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this on the podcast, but don't anybody cancel their plans to Texas just yet, friends. But I'm a little bit concerned, so we'll see. I hate to bring the show down. I apologize.
I'll bring it back up. But I'm kind of bummed out, too. As I was telling Michael earlier, my daughter graduates from college on, May 12th, this Sunday, so I'm going to have to miss the whole tour. So.
As of now, the tour's still happening, but I just called Manitoba and he didn't answer. So that's usually not a good sign with the Manitoba. When I call him, he usually answers, so we'll see.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that. But
message failed. Okay, no message. Okay, no, he didn't call me back. Okay.
By the way, later on, I'll describe kind of where we're at here in the studio in the Mountain House.
You took a tour of the entire property. What did you think?
Amazing. A beautiful spot, secluded up on a little bit of a ridge or a hill as it goes up. It's built into kind of the side there. It's do you have 3 outdoor showers?
2 outdoor showers. One has hot water and one does not.
Well, that's more than I've got. So, but no, really, actually very, very cool. New deck looks awesome. Obviously, if you've seen the photos that Michael posted, the sink looks really, I didn't think I'd ever say that about a sink, but the sink looks great. We were able to go into town here into, was it Douglas City?
We went into Weaverville to the Tango Blue and had some pizza and tacos. How were the tacos?
Tacos were fantastic.
Really, birria tacos, which is goat meat, I think. Isn't that what birria is?
I don't know.
Did it taste like goat?
Tasted like tacos.
There you go. So, I had pizza, which their pizza's good, and I had some wings. The wings are mediocre, but the pizza was good.
But I was attacked by 4 rabid dogs. Salukis came for me, but luckily I was able to stave them off. And but no, this is a beautiful spot here. I could see retiring here myself. So if I get kicked out of the house, Michael, do I have a place?
We got a spare room here.
Go and crash.
We got a spare room. As long as the wife is not mad at me, you're good.
So anyway, first song I wanted to play was, I actually had never heard it before, and I was actually with my daughter backstage at a VIP thing before Metallica, her first Metallica show. And a song came on. I'm like, wait a second, I've never heard this before. So I recognized the singer, and I thought I recognized the guitar player, and I certainly recognized the song, and it was a cover. So this cover is for you. This is Dream On with Ronnie James Dio and Yngwie Malmsteen.
Oh, I have not heard this. All right.
So let's see if this works.
See if my turn your phone full blast. All right. Yngwie ruins it.
Richard loves that. Shh.
What is this from? Some kind of tribute, I guess.
The past is gone. It went by like dusk to dawn. Isn't that the way? Everybody's got their dues in life to pay.
Life. I like this. See if he hits the notes in the middle.
Tasty for Yngwie.
Yeah, I got a feeling that Yngwie's never heard the song. I don't know. Yeah, Yngwie shreds. But... All right, we'll see if Dio hits the notes. Here it comes. Somebody else is in there. Here it comes. Does he do it? No! He doesn't do it. No, he didn't do it. He doesn't hit those notes. It's okay. He's dead. What can you expect? That's good. Metal version of Aerosmith. I like it.
Yeah, it was kind of fun, and I thought
yes, that was fun.
I thought the sheriff would appreciate
There you
that. So
go.
that one goes out to you, Richard. So there you go. So all right, well, that's all I got. So let's wrap it up.
That's all you brought. So you're staying in Reading tonight?
I'm staying in Reading.
I
yes.
offered him to stay in the spare room, but he wants to. I don't blame him. He's got a hotel room for himself. And my wife is going to be rolling in probably another hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. So
yeah, I got an early morning meeting, so it'd be better if I'm in town for that. But I always appreciate totally appreciate the.
I'm heading back to San Francisco tomorrow morning. And supposed to head down to L.A. on Sunday. We will see what happens. We're all waiting for word from Manitoba's doctor. Oh, God, I'm fucking scared shitless.
That's been the angst today, everybody. So the text has been going
I
back
dreamt
and
about
forth.
this shit last night.
And?
Well, I had South Park on at the same time, and the teacher was getting a sex change, and somehow that infiltrated my dreams with Manitoba's hip going out and the teacher getting his penis cut off, and one of the guy became a dolphin, and and the kid one of the kids wanted to be on the basketball team, and he went to the same sex change surgeon to get a negroplasty to become a tall black guy, and it got into my dreams along with Manitoba's Hip, and it wasn't a pleasant night of sleep. You ever see that episode?
I have not.
It was quite disturbing. It was a pretty disturbing episode. It really
Google
was.
that.
And when they were the doctor would describe the surgery whether it was doing a dolphoplasty or the negroplasty or the penoplasty, whatever you called it. He was describing how he was going to be cutting off the penis, and they would cut into actual footage of the penis being cut off. It was really gross. Well, Manitoba's calling me back. Oh, here we go. Exclusive, friends. Oh, please. Hello? Hold on a second. I'm going to pause this for a second. He might not want people to know. All right. There you go. Manitoba, you called. So far, everything's okay. Tour's not canceled yet, friends. So.
Well, at least it wasn't the plasty that you had the dreams of, all the various
At least
plasties.
It wasn't bad news.
No.
Still have not heard from the doctor. So this all depends on whether the doctor gives him the okay.
Well, you know what? I'm thinking good things. I think this is going to happen. It's all going to go off great. You're going to hang out with Blake and
Michael
Street, and all the other people are coming in too. So
I got a spam call. Let's see what the spam call is here. Let's see. Hi.
Hello, is this Mike Butler?
Hey, how's it going?
Great, thanks for asking. Mr. Butler, my name is Blair. I'm calling from Vegas Vacations.
Hey, Blair, you're on the air. You're on the air, by the way. We're doing a radio show, so you're on the air. So say hi.
A radio show?
Yeah.
Well, hi. I was calling to see if you wanted to come to Las Vegas. I wasn't expecting to be on the air.
Oh, is this a timeshare deal?
No, it's not. It's actually a promotion with Caesars and MGM brand
All
casinos.
right.
So just a hotel casino promotion, no timeshare.
Oh, sounds good. When do we leave?
As long as you give us 2 weeks advance notice, you can leave anytime in the next 3 years. The only blackout date is New Year's Eve.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. You have yourself a great evening.
All right, talk to you later. Thanks. There you go. I just got a free Vegas trip. I forgot to get the details, though. Shit.
I got an incredible peek into the world of Michael Butler.
He didn't like being on the air, I don't think.
I don't think he did either. Actually, that's, if I was his manager, being in the sales game like I am, he gave up pretty easy.
That's probably the first time he's ever done a spam call and said that he was on the air. I got a call the other day, and I said, no, this is not Michael Butler. This is his assistant. And she proceeded to tell me. I said, listen, you caught me at a really bad time. This is really kind of embarrassing. And, I hate to tell you what I'm doing right now because I don't want to be a sexual harasser. She goes, well, you didn't really tell me what you're doing. I go, all right, I'm masturbating. And she hung up, of course.
So this is why you no longer have the Instagram page. Is that right?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Well, hey, while I'm traveling here and talking about all the lovely folks of the Rock and Roll Geek friends and whatever, you got to give me Jonathan, or get permission from Jonathan Travers, because I do go up to Detroit on occasion. I would love to crack a cold one with that guy. Yeah,
Jonathan Travers. You got to meet up with Joe Pawlak. Jonathan Travers is a super cool guy. He comes off as like a curmudgeon type guy, but he's a really cool guy. So I will connect you two guys together.
Well, all of us fellows of a certain age are pretty curmudgeonly.
Yeah. Jonathan Travers is a really cool guy. I've never met him in person yet either.
All right. Well, hey, I'm throwing down the gauntlet, Mr. Travers. I'm going to come up your way one time, and Michael's going to sneak me your number or give you mine, and we'll see if we can have a beer.
Sounds good.
All right, is that it?
So did you come armed with anything else, Joe? But we're only 19 minutes into this. This will be the shortest episode of all time.
Well,
Let's see if we can get it to an hour.
We can. So I have another cover.
All right, I like the covers.
And this is another one for, again, Mr. Fusey, because we all love the sheriff. So I thought he would totally dig this one. So this is You familiar with the tune "Journey to the Center of the
the Nuge.
The Nuge,
Amber
right.
Dukes,
And it's the guitar player on there is Jake E. Lee,
Okay.
and the singer is Phil Lewis. If you're familiar. with
Okay, LA Guns.
Yeah, so let's give this one a shot and see
right.
how this one sounds.
Who's the guitar player again?
Jake E.
Jake E.
Lee.
Lee, that's right. The album is Guitar Guides, the classic rock anthems, okay?
Leave your cares behind. Come with us and find the pleasures of the journey to the center of the mind. Come along if you can. Come along if you dare. Take a ride to the land inside of your mind. Beyond the seas of thought, beyond the realm of war, across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you can. Come along if you dare. Take a ride to the land inside of your mind. Nothing's realized. You'd probably be surprised. For it's a land unknown to man where fantasy is fact. So if you can, please understand, you might not come back.
There you go. Phil Lewis and who is it again?
Jake E. Lee.
Jake E. Lee. Okay.
Yeah.
That was decent. Not as good as Ted, but
No,
still decent.
no, not even close. So no, I was just trying to figure some stuff that
I'm sure Richard Fusey will be very appreciative of these songs.
Well, yeah, because
I like him because I've never heard these covers, so it's new for me.
So something I'm not saying that they're that great or anything, but
It wasn't bad.
the other nice thing is I'm sitting here and I'm watching Michael actually edit the episode and what he does, so I'm getting a look behind the.
I don't usually do this. I'm posting and I'm doing show notes as we're talking because I usually just look and see what's on my playlist or whatever, but it's not my playlist, so I'm writing them down so I don't forget.
Yeah.
Because I probably won't end up posting the episode until you leave, because otherwise we'll be here for a long time. It takes me about an hour to get it posted after I finish the show. Pardon me, I'm burping up this fine Pacifica, by the way. I'm trying to restrain from doing it on the microphone.
Well, that's okay. And you know what just happened there, which drives me crazy that you do. So I'm gonna complain here.
Uh-oh, here we go.
So I typically listen to your show. I'm out for a walk, or I'm cutting the grass, or I'm whatever, and I've got headphones in, and you'll be talking, and then you'll play music, and it'll come in way hot.
Was the music way loud?
I'm guessing on that last one.
Shit.
It
Sorry
was.
about that.
No,
I'm
no.
unprofessional. I apologize.
Well, I'm not listening to it like normal, but like it.
Yeah, sometimes I get a little. It's what you get with a podcast.
Well,
Hall
I'm
of
blaming
Fame.
myself, right? Because I should know when you're going to play something. I need to turn it down.
No. I should have the levels right. I should make them lower and then turn it up. But I'm not as good as I think I am. Apparently,
it's good enough for us. So okay, so the color buttons over here. So I'm looking at the Roadcaster here. So the orange one on the top right is the lead in.
This one
right?
here.
Yeah.
That's
Still
that's
Okay.
that.
That's
Yes.
it. What's the pink one there?
That's one is.
Oh, that one. Hold on. I'm going to take a picture of this and post this for everybody so they can see it. Okay. Well, we're not ending it yet, Mike.
Okay,
what are you
that's
doing?
okay.
All right.
See
So
that
what's
one
the,
blinking?
the yellow one? Yeah. What's that?
I don't know what this one is. Let's see.
I'm bugged at my old man.
I gotta delete that
Wow,
one.
that's sad.
What's this one?
Ooh.
We are screwed.
Hey, I don't want to hear that defeatist
Oh, this was
attitude.
during
I
the
want to hear
COVID
you
times.
upbeat.
We are screwed.
Okay, and then
We're fucked!
remember right when the Corova was happening, we're fucked.
Schuit.
Dick Schreit. Yeah,
I missed that guy.
He jumped ship quick.
Yeah, well, that's because the AI bots.
Let's see. What's
Hey,
this?
Michael Butler. This is Michael Grant. I'm really sorry that I missed our 2 p.m. Interview. Hopefully we can reschedule and we can make things right. I really do apologize, brother. I just simply forgot. It's been crazy times here in my
It was
household
COVID. Yeah,
and with
COVID.
everything that's going on.
COVID.
And trust me, I'm not trying to burn anybody. I'm not trying to blow anybody off. And
I never played this one.
Give me a
on the show,
call.
did I?
Yeah, you did.
I did.
And let's figure this out.
Because he was that guitar player guy,
Yes.
and then you went off on him
Yes.
not showing up.
Yeah. What's this one?
Da-da-da-da.
What's this one?
Oh, that's great.
Well, this is a different show open.
From San Francisco, California.
Okay, and what's this one?
I'm bugged.
Okay. Yeah, that's all of them.
No, we were talking about Mad at Dad earlier and how, all the things that you had done, the projects that you had up here at the Mountain House.
Yeah.
And, we all listen to it and kind of have what it all kind of looks like in our brain. And then I got to see, for those of you that remember, the meat cooler.
Oh yeah.
So I'll post a photo of that. I think I got one of those.
He brought the case of Pacificos, and I put them in the walk-in cooler.
And it's working, man. It's sweet.
Remember what the temperature was in there?
I believe it was 38.
Something like that. Yeah, it was 37 when we walked in, opened the door, and it turned to 38. Which is
So-
what you want in a walk-in cooler.
Absolutely. So
What it would be nicer if there was a deer hanging in there or some kind of game meat, but there was no such luck.
yeah, but that was really cool. And just like touring around and looking at the place, here in the studio. So, no, this is nice in here.
Yeah, that fur on the wall, right? It's not a fur, but it's a pelt. Mm-hmm. I loaned a friend of mine $700, and he paid me back with this stupid fucking
Fuck that.
pelt.
Dude, give me the cash.
I don't have the money to pay you back here. I'll give you some elk in this pelt.
All right, as the designated bodyguard
Yeah.
for the Rock and Roll Geek, if you have a collection issue again, please, you know how to call.
Thank you. I will call you. And up right there's a squirrel. That actually killed that squirrel. And these turkey feet right here, that's actually a turkey that I shot with the bow and arrow.
Turkey foot.
Turkey feet, and there's the tail right there from the first turkey I ever got. Yeah.
But yeah, there's a great Wendy O. Williams and the Plasmatics tour poster. Looks like the real deal from back in the day.
Yep.
Geddy Lee's Big Book of Bass.
Yeah, I said friend of the show sent me.
Well, thank you, friend of the show. Yeah, but I'm jealous. I can't go and see you on the tour. So that was a nice update from HDM. It sounds like things are going well, as can be. So
Let's hope nothing happens let's hope he doesn't fall out of bed or anything like that.
well, let's be honest. Let's hope none of us
Yeah.
fall out of bed.
Yeah,
because
I particularly don't want to fall out of bed after I've had a hip replacement. It's not. I mean, you laugh, but it's really not funny.
No, it's not funny. But one would think one would take a precautionary measure or two to see.
When you get to be a certain age, you become stubborn. I really, really, truly love Handsome Dick Manitoba, so I worry for him all the time. I worry for him more than he worries for himself, and because I love the guy. So I
agreed. And the shows were great, at least what I saw on the YouTube before they got ripped off.
Yeah. I enjoyed. I had a good time, and everybody said it was good. We'll see. I think the crowds are going to be better in Texas, so let's hope they happen.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
All our Texas friends, let's get out there and get some folks together and plunk down the $25 or whatever.
Well, Michael Street's gonna be coming. Blake Johnston's gonna be coming. It's Blake Johnston. That's who it is, right?
Yeah.
And
New Braunfels.
And Danny Borden, shitty dude in Austin, and Jasper and his wife was gonna come. And there's a guy who lives in Houston, on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, and he's not coming. He didn't say why. He just said, sorry, can't make it.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna go, but life interrupted.
Hopefully I'll be there too. So, yeah. But you will be missed if we go.
I would heckle HDM as he's telling
He'll
stories.
heckle you right back.
Really?
It's a blast. It really is.
So my question to Michael is, because I haven't been to one of these shows, is like, what do the players, what do the guys in the band do while he's going on a 7.5 minute story?
We try to get him to move along, but his story, people like his story. So, sometimes the audience, he has a rapport with the audience, and sometimes he forgets to talk into the microphone. So I'll have to remind him to, hey, put that microphone to your mouth, and then it becomes like a Don. He can be like a Don Rickles. He's a very entertaining guy. He's, the guy's a fucking legend. There's nobody like him. He's a true original. Really is a true fucking original, which is why I love the guy so much.
Agreed. So, well, good luck. I hope that all comes through, because and I'm jealous of everyone who gets to go. So, hey, do you know what the airport code is for Sacramento?
Was it SAC?
No.
STO? No.
No, it's SMF.
Sick motherfucker, huh? How about that one?
So every time I go there, I get a song in my head.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I'm going to play the song. And I wonder if anybody else out there right now knows what song I'm going to play. It's the last song on an album that came out in... Yikes, 82?
Oh, so this is You're an SMF.
Yes.
Yeah, Stay Hungry, right? Is that Stay Hungry?
Yes, and it's like an earworm, because every time I fly into here, I hear that.
That's great. I'm sure that the people at that airport are aware of that inside joke.
I don't know if they are or not. I was hoping there'd be a big D. Snyder.
They gotta be. There should be a picture of D. Snyder when you get off the plane.
Have you ever played Twisted Sister on the Rock and Roll Geek
Probably
Show?
not. I interviewed those guys on the Rock and Roll Geek
Really?
Show. Yeah, I went down. They were doing a Christmas concert at the House of Blues in Hollywood, and I got Mevio to fly me down to do an interview with the two guys, or with Twisted Sister. Those guys. Their road manager kept me waiting. I was supposed to interview him before the show, and they kept me waiting for about 4 hours.
No.
Fortunately, I was staying right across the street at the Riot Hyatt, so I could just hang out. But once I actually interviewed them, they were really cool. I interviewed Mark D'Annibal Mendoza and Dee Snider, and they were both super cool.
Well, because J.J. French has...
He's got a podcast.
His podcast's pretty good. His book was really good, I thought, about, it's
the business of it.
The business of it, yeah. Which I thought...
He's a little cocky, but, that's what you want.
Have you ever met a New Yorker that's not cocky?
That's true. When I was in Jet Boy, we played a festival in Houston. I think it was in Houston, and they were staying at the same hotel with us. And so they were down at the... not Dee Snider, but some of the guys in Twisted Sister were down at the hotel bar, and... we chatted for a little while. There was people that were with us that were not in the band, but were huge Twisted Sister fans, and they kind of scared J.J. French a little bit.
Well, when Stay Hungry came out, I mean, obviously, MTV, I was, God, was it 84, 83?
Yeah, my favorite bass player of all time produced their first record.
Well, the first two I thought were really good.
Well, this was the independent one that was on Secret Records. Forget what it was called.
It was only released in England?
You Can't Kill Rock and Roll or something like Yeah. Yeah, Pete Way produced that. So he says. So they said. I don't know. At least his name's on it.
All right,
so we're gonna
let's
hear
watch
SMF?
our levels. Yeah, we're gonna hear some SMF.
Turn it down
so watch
here.
your levels. All right, here we go. In 3, 2.
All right, it's going to be a little soft, and I will ease up the volume.
Nice.
Did you know Mark the Animal Mendoza was in The Dictators?
I did not. It's catchy, man.
Yeah.
She's of the family, nothing like the rest. Separate from the others, failing all their tests. Can't they see it different? So hungry and so lean.
How you doing on the beers? You okay?
Slow and steady. Thank you.
You want another
No,
one?
I'm good right now.
All right.
Machine. And the OC, you're a lot like me. You're an
SML!
You're an SMF. You're an SMF. You're an SMF. Caught up in their worries, in tomorrow's dream, missing all the living, milk without the cream. They think you're so foolish, living for today, caring just what you think, not what others say. Join with us, oh how they'll scream and fuss. You're an SMF. You're an SMF. You're an SMF. You're an SMF. All right, all right. We're the ones that live it. We're all really free. And if they think that we're sick, then sick is what we'll be. Screaming loud, know what you are, be proud. You're an SMF. You're an SMF. You're an SMF. You're an SMF.
There you go. Twisted Sister.
That was fun.
Sacramento. That song was called Sacramento International Airport.
Every time I fly in, it's earworm the entire thing. I
How's
have
the
to listen
airport
to.
in Sacramento? I've never been in that airport.
It's nice. It's not too big. Like, you go into SFO, it's giant and it's crazy. And
So it's more like Burbank. You flew into Burbank?
I've flown into John Wayne. It's bigger than that. But yeah, no, it's a nice little airport, easy in, easy out. The nice airport, I actually went through Salt Lake City. Now that's a nice airport for you, but
Actually, San Francisco's got a nice airport.
I've been there also. Yeah. So, all right. So what else we got?
Little airport talk on the Rock and Roll Geek Show.
Keep on flying, baby. But no, it was nice to catch up with Michael. I hadn't been there. I was glad that he graciously accepted my offer to invite myself out here.
Oh man, I was excited when I found out you were coming. I really was. I was looking forward to it all day.
The dogs don't like me.
They like you fine. They bark at strangers.
Very barky. And
they would be, if you were hanging out in the house right now, they would be resting their head on your lap.
Yeah, well, it's because I'll leave it at that. Yeah. And I didn't see any like old socks in here, so that was good. I was looking around up here.
I have not unwound. It's not really an unwind palace.
It's not okay. Well, that's always good. So.
I mean, I usually go over the balcony right there.
So, because the outdoor unwinding is the best. With squirrel guts
in the woods. Yeah, on top of the squirrel.
So, what bass do we have in this case back here?
That's a 66 precision, I think. That's what I was working on Manitoba tunes and Dictators tunes, and there's a Les Paul over there, and I have the Kemper that I practice in is in that little case.
Okay.
One of those little bags. I had it when the wife left on Saturday. So I brought it all down in there so I could practice songs with the dogs. And then I got the news that Manitoba fell off the couch, and I said, fuck it, I'm not going to practice Dictator songs for a couple of days. So I brought everything back up here. The wife's coming back today, so I don't want to... If the place is a mess, I'm dead. I'm a dead man, so...
You need me to help you clean up?
That's clean up enough, I think.
That looked good to me. So question. So what's your process? Do you play the tunes and then you just do the bass lines along with it, or how does that go?
Yeah, I just play along to the songs.
And then
I plug the Kemper. The Kemper's about the size, I guess about 9 by 9, and I plug the computer into the Kemper and plug my bass into the Kemper and the headphones. And I just play along. And the Kemper has a ton of different guitar and bass rigs.
So I'm no musician, but do you record it and then listen back to it to see that you're hitting the notes?
No, I just play along.
You just kind of know?
Just play along.
All right.
At this point, I know the songs pretty well, but I'm just trying to get muscle memory. But then when I heard the news, I said, I'm just going to take a couple of days off from practicing.
So are there any play set list nuggets that you can throw out there?
We're doing close to the same set list. We may throw an extra tune there. We actually started learning. He just called. The doctor didn't call him today. He was open. Okay. It was the judge texting. We were going to do two that we have not played in a long time. We're actually going to do 3 that we haven't played ever. But then we decided that no one's seen us in Texas, and we're only doing one rehearsal. That's in San Antonio, so we figured we'd play it safe.
Play what you know.
Yeah.
All right. So
if you saw us, you'll see a similar set, but so we'll be a lot better at it. And Manitoba will have a new hip.
So of the Dictator songs, which is your favorite one to do?
My favorite, I like Avenue A. I love playing Who Will Save Rock and Roll. I love playing Kick Out the Jams with the MC5 tune. I like all of them. I love every single song that we're playing.
But Avenue A is one that you like particularly.
Yeah.
Should we play that?
We were going to do another one that was a Manitoba's Wild Kingdom called I Want You Tonight. That was one of my favorites, but we're not playing that. So you can play Avenue A if you want to.
All right, let's watch our levels again. All right, here we go.
Turn it down here. Okay.
Avenue A from the Dictators. Here we go.
Here we go. Okay.
Oh, wait, you know
Spinning
what?
beach ball. Is it on the cloud?
It's on the cloud.
Well, it'll come down eventually, right?
That's what she said.
Let me see if I have it on here. Oh, here we go.
Down at
There you go.
Nice. That's a good one.
I like it. I like all the Dictator songs, though. Andy Chernoff.
Well, they're like you said, they're
was a
catchy
great
as hell.
songwriter.
I
Yes.
mean,
Andy Chernoff, a great songwriter.
Yeah, they're catchy as hell. So, yeah, and again, it's why I love this show, because you guys turned me on to stuff. And I mean, I was a metalhead in the '80s. I know, whatever, but going down some of these different rabbit holes, like whether it be the Dictators or whether it would be.
Well, the Dictator's guitar player was in Manowar, so he's a metal guitar player.
Right, but Manowar kind of made me laugh back in the day.
Yeah.
So guys
it's all
greased up and
it's all rock and roll. A good song is a good song. And
but like the
Dictator's
Wild Hearts, like I never knew the Wild Hearts.
Right, you like them now?
Fucking awesome.
Yeah,
like all this stuff. So, So thank you again. I like to describe you when people ask like, "What's the show like?" I'm like, well, once you get past Michael's amazing personality,
exactly.
His knowledge and just like turning me on to stuff that I never knew, and the people that you interview and talk to, Tuck Smith. I wouldn't have known Tuck Smith. I wouldn't have known Biters. I wouldn't have known, that whole bunch of that stuff if it wasn't for you and the friends and on the Facebook page. I mean, shoot, man, Sandy Hyde every other day, or
that guy's
all those. I mean, it's great stuff. Great stuff. So I'm very appreciative. So thanks for doing what you do. I don't know if people thank you enough, but
thank you.
This is the end of the ass kissing segment. So
somebody's text. It was all the judges still text me. The judge is Manitoba's manager. I can tell you we'll lose the booking. Oh God.
Stay positive, my friend. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. We got to try to make this tour happen.
Yeah. Well, so I got to ask you a question. So I had the opportunity, or at least I could have, in Milwaukee. So it was Sum 41 last Saturday night.
Oh, you went?
Well, that's my story. I did not go.
Okay.
And the band that opened was the Interrupters.
All right.
Which I love. I saw them on the Mega Hella Tour, whatever that was, 20.
Oh, they were on that Weezer
Green Day, Fall Out Boy, whatever, and they were great. And I was like, why did I not go? I pussed out.
What was the venue like?
Oh, it's the Rave, Eagles Ballroom. It's a big ballroom, probably 2,000 people.
No, it's not
open,
bad.
1,500. I don't know how big it is.
It's amazing what a farewell tour will do to the size of the venue.
But I've seen a bunch of people. I've seen tons of people there. The best Offspring show I ever saw was there, and people who grew up in Milwaukee, that was where they saw all the shows through all the years. So.
I think I played Milwaukee or somewhere close to Milwaukee with Exodus. I told you this when we were having pizza. And I went to the emergency room right before that gig. My knee swelled up like a balloon from my knee smashing against my bass. And I ended up putting this, it was a Fender Telecaster bass, like a 73 Telecaster. And to this day, the Telecaster still has this pad on the back of it. I took a big piece of foam rubber and duct taped it to the back of this bass because I wore the bass super low and it would slam against my knee all the time. And from slamming against my knee so much, it developed some kind of water on the knee or something. And I could barely walk. It was like swollen up like a balloon. And I had to go to the hospital right before we went on stage. We were opening for Black Sabbath, and I remember having to get it drained or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was the old Bucks Arena, the Mecca.
Could have been.
Probably down there downtown. But
I thought it was a minor league hockey ring or something like that.
Yeah, still is. But no, I haven't, like that was, when you said that at dinner, I was like, well, that's one of your stories I haven't heard before. So that was kind of.
Yeah, it's funny that Gary texted me right doing this show. Apparently I got a check coming to me from Universal Music, which is good.
And we're talking big money.
Because I'm on the hook for the van rental for the Manitoba tour, so if that tour don't happen, I it's non-refundable. I booked it on Expedia. Note to self: don't rent a van on Expedia. Yeah. It's non-refundable.
Ouch. But no, the thing with the concert is I didn't go, and I feel like I'm kind of a puss, and I see people like, what is it, Adam Gerstein, who's literally at a show every other night. And I'm like, what the hell, man? That dude's amazing. He's seen more stuff.
Yeah, he goes with his wife, too. I don't know how these guys can do it. I'm ready for bed now. It's 7:02. It's 28 minutes for my bedtime. So.
I was gonna say it's 9 o'clock my time here, so But no, it's been great. So I don't want to belabor this episode too much longer. So maybe I could.
We can go as long as you want to. You're here. You're a guest. So
really,
however long you want to do this.
Can I play another song?
Sure, you can play 2 more songs if you want. As many songs as you want, Joe Pawlak.
Really?
Yep.
That's very kind of you. So, no, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to play, and obviously that was the Ode to the Sheriff, so we got that earlier. So,
Interrupters?
No, I don't have the Interrupters. Okay, so here's a
So
band.
why did you bring up the Interrupters then?
Well, just because I really like the Sum 41.
Oh, okay.
Like I saw them with Offspring last summer. Yes, last summer.
Yeah, I told a story.
And they were fine. But you were talking about them a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, when he was in the bar. This was when he was still married to Avril Lavigne. He was in this little dive bar that we played at right a block away from the Viper Room when I played with Ginger, and he was sitting there in the bar drinking by himself. There was literally nobody else in the bar. It was one person. That was him drinking, the Derek kid, and then we came in there with all the Ginger entourage, which consisted of Scott Lips, the drummer, who is he owns one of the top modeling agencies in the world. So he walked in with his gang of supermodels. So the Derek Wembley kid's in this bar by himself, and in walks the Ginger camp with Scott Lips and all of his supermodels and the Jet Boy guys, because the Jet Boys were on the bill as well. So that was a fun night. I did not get any of Scott Lips' shrapnel, unfortunately.
No?
But no. For one thing, I'm married. Another thing, it doesn't matter who I'm playing with. The supermodel ain't coming with Michael Butler. It ain't happening.
But the chicks love the bass player, right?
Oh, yeah. They didn't love this one.
No?
Like I told Brent, when the Butlers broke up, first thing I did was got on Craigslist and responded to every bass player ad. Not every, but several. I got crickets. I got no one response from anybody. So I don't know what that's about. So I guess I'm not as good as I thought I was.
None of us are, Michael.
But I am getting a check from Exodus.
Let's go. Party. It'll pay for the van.
Yes.
So when I knew I was coming up here to the woods to spend a little bit of time with my friend Michael Butler, I thought about a time back in college when we would go camping. And oftentimes there were substances involved in these camping trips.
What kind of substances?
Acid.
Oh, okay. Mushrooms?
Well, mushrooms are better. Yeah, mushrooms sometimes, floating down the river, Current River in Missouri.
You don't want to get thrown off the raft high on mushrooms and hit your head on a rock.
You sound like a man speaking from experience.
I did, when I first moved to San Francisco, I was living in the Covered Wagon Hotel, which was a transient hotel with the Stevie Sletto guys. And I decided to go on there was a horror movie film festival in this little movie theater in the Mission. And I said, hey, I'm gonna take mushrooms and go watch these horror movies. It was like Vincent Price, old Vincent Price movie with the skeleton that comes into the I forget what it was called, the Shocker or something like that. And it was another, it was like a triple feature. And I said, I'm gonna go to the
Shocker.
Yeah, something like that. I'm going to go to this movie theater and watch this horror movie film festival, B-movie horror movie, and I'm going to peek. I'm going to try to time it. I'm going to take the bus, I'm going to ride the skateboard to the bus stop, take the bus into the Mission, and go watch this horror film festival. I'm going to time it where I'm going to peek while the movies are playing. There was a strange heat wave in San Francisco that day. It was must have been 90 degrees, and I got on the bus. And I peeked as soon as I got on the bus. The bus was full, overflowing full with Mexican gangbangers at 100 degrees or 90 degrees. And I'm peeking by myself, little white kid, with a bus full of Mexican gangbangers by myself peeking. It was not a good trip. That's the last time I ever did mushrooms. It's the last time I will not do mushrooms again since since that.
Well, mushrooms were better. Acid would get a little dicey.
Yeah.
It was a little more severe, a little edgier.
So anyway, sorry,
I'm
going
to play another band.
Well, what about the traveling down the river on acid? Did you...
Well, no, that was on mushrooms.
Okay.
Well, that was great because you'd go underwater and you'd swim, and the water was really clear, and the bubbles would be coming up, and it was fantastic. What I did learn on that camping trip down the river is that if two guys get in a fight, and one of them is like covered in tattoos, and the other one is covered in homemade tattoos, you know who's going to win, right?
The homemade
tattoos.
Yeah. So
every time.
those were. Did you witness the fight?
I did.
And they were your friends?
No, they were not.
These were just other people, different campers.
Other folks, just floating down the river.
Yeah.
Down the current river in Missouri.
The new tattoo guy got his ass beat by the jailhouse tattoos.
Yeah. So let that be a lesson to all of us. So if they have homemade tattoos, don't fuck with them.
Right.
So I'm going to introduce another band, which I don't believe has ever been played here on the Rock and Roll Geek Show.
Okay.
Are you familiar with the band Government Cheese?
Yes, it's a dead type band, right? It's a jam band.
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, I'm familiar with the name.
That's Government Mule.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is Cheese.
All right.
So this is a band in Western Kentucky, started in Bowling Green a little bit before, so I went to college in 86, so they started in the mid-80s.
Mm-hmm.
Really good book called The Cheese Chronicles, written by Tommy Womack, lead guitarist, not the singer, but a guitarist. So anyway, the name of the band
is the book about the tour days of the
yes.
Oh, okay.
Think of a band that was just under, the classic story, just couldn't make it, things didn't hit right, stuff, whatever, all that stuff. So, all right, so check our levels here. This one starts out pretty hot, so get ready.
All right.
You ready?
Government Cheese.
Camping on Acid.
All right.
This is called Camping on Acid! The town's getting bigger, the town's getting bigger, the town's getting bigger, it's a monster! The lake's getting broader, the lake's getting broader, it's turning different colors, it's a monster! Staring at the Coleman ladder for an hour and a half, counting on my toes because I can't resemble math. Everything my sleep and make a sing makes me laugh. Camping on acid, camping on acid.
Catchy.
Camping on acid.
Reminds me of Mojo Nixon.
Oh, nature is a diggins, nature is a diggins, full of icky, 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 yucky, yucky, yucky. I'll never get this stuff off my hands now. Oh, listen to the crickets, listen to the crickets. I want to kill them all. Jeepy, 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 all night long. Bears are in the forest and they're waiting for the kill. Trying to cook the drought when you can't seem to light the grill. Trees are yelling at me, none of them are standing still, and I'm camping on acid. Camping on acid. Camping on acid. Camping on acid. And now with the godsends of late 80s Southern Thriller Punk Garage Bumpers and Scott Willis on lead guitar, do it! Woo! Make me sweat. Go ahead. Jump. Camping on acid. 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 Camping on acid.
Woohoo! There you go.
Camping on Acid, Government Cheese. So, and if you've ever been camping on acid, that'll probably ring a few bells.
There you go.
All right, well, we're at the 1 hour mark, so I'm going to call it a day because I've got an hour drive back to the
All right. We'll
hotel.
close out with one.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I don't know. I got a couple queued up here, but no, I just want to again say thank you. I appreciate the Rock and Roll Geek Show. I appreciate the Rock and Roll Geek community on the Facebook page. Everybody's incredibly cool, and that's refreshing in this day of everybody like barking at everybody and hating on and snarky comments. And
there's no arguments on the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook page.
Well, because there's a lot of crap that I just can't, get into, and I don't like, but I don't say anything. Like,
occasionally there'll be arguments over music, but that's okay. There's no personal attacks or anything like that.
Well, look. Let's be honest. So, music is between two people a Venn diagram. You familiar with the Venn diagram?
Yes,
the two
circles.
Right. So you and I are probably 90%, 85%, but I've got 15%. You don't like. You've got 15%. Like that one guy you were talking about that just put out some albums is like really fucking old. Like I don't know who that guy was, but I don't know. His voice is all
One
raspy.
guy.
You had like I don't know. Some guy came in and did an album review, and you gave it 9.5 out of 10. And
you talking about Ian Hunter? You don't like Ian Hunter? Oh boy.
Listen. Well,
boy.
stop.
That's
Hold
okay.
on.
That's all right.
Here's my thing with a lot of stuff. Like I appreciate it. Like I like the songs. I love what he does. I love what he does. That's my dad's age. My dad's fucking 84. He can, and I respect the hell out of it. I loved listening to the episode. I loved how you and Dr. Digital, Dr. Death. But like I can't get into it. Like I will never listen to that again.
That's okay.
Like I just won't.
That's all right.
Yeah, and it'll be your album of the year. And that's fine.
I love Ian Hunter. I'm a huge fan. But yeah, that's not for everybody. That makes it even better for the people who do like Ian Hunter. They don't want everybody to like their hero,
and that's cool. Like because the popular stuff is fucking country music. Which, by the way, country music, I have to agree with. I don't know who said that on the thing, but
somebody got pissed off.
Oh, that was Thad. Thad.
Yeah. Oh, he got pissed off because I played Jason Ringenberg and Victoria Liedtke on the donation segment.
Well, it's super popular. Everybody likes it. All the kids are into it. They're selling out fucking stadiums with
Gav,
these
people. the manager of Victoria's, and he also manages Ugly Kid Joe, and he was Ginger's manager. He's I don't consider him a friend, but I know him, and I like the guy, and I have a lot of respect for him. And I wanted to give some love to him, to something he was behind. So that's one reason. And that Victoria girl's got a great voice, and
agree.
And if they needed a bass player to go on tour with them, I'd jump on it.
Of course. No, but it's like I feel, and not to get into, but rock and roll, like country now is more popular, obviously way more popular than rock and roll, which makes my heart hurt, right?
Yeah.
Well, you look at the 70s and 80s and who were selling out the stadiums. It wasn't country people.
Now country people who sells the records.
Sells records, yeah. So.
I will play in a country band in a second if they're. By the way, I told them this at dinner too. I'll play with anybody. I don't give a shit if they're playing gigs and touring. If you're in a touring band, need a bass player, call me, friends. I need a gig. Real
got to
bad.
get this guy a gig. So I know there's a ton of people.
House.
Let's get on the road.
Personal life is on a better note, but it's an hour and a half from here, so we'll find out in an hour and a half how well it is. But right now is good. But I did call this morning, she didn't answer, and she didn't call me back, so that could might not be a good sign. I don't know.
Oh, and by the way, speaking of our friend Thad in Hawaii,
yes,
who I was fortunate enough to meet when I was out there in
great guy,
October, super guy, great. We had an awesome conversation. He damn near killed me. So if you're out there, do not go on a hike with
those
Thad.
guys are hardcore hikers.
Yeah, because if you want to look up Coco Crater, K-O-K-O Crater, just north of Honolulu, we hiked up to the top.
Did you tell him that? Did they warn you that it was going to be a hardcore hike?
Well, it wasn't for Billy Goat Thad.
Did you say, "Oh, I can do it. It's no problem"?
Well, I didn't think it would be death-defying. I didn't think the rim of the crater would be like 6 inches wide, and I got size 15 feet. You know what that's like?
How far was the hike to the top of the volcano?
Oh man, I've got it saved on my thing. I don't know. I burned. Let's put it this way: I burned like 4,300 calories. on the hike. It was over 4.5 hours.
Wow.
And then we came down the incline, which was all these steps.
4.5 hours total or 4.5 hours up?
4.5 hours total.
Okay. 2.5 to get to
2.5 up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 2.5 up, and then
2
along
down.
the rim of the crater. It was fucked up.
You had to walk back down?
Yes,
the
but we
same way
walked
you
down
walked
an
up?
incline. So if anybody's familiar with the Manitou incline in Colorado, it was like that, but coming down. So it's basically, it used to be a tram that went up the thing, and now it's railroad tracks, and you come down it. So extremely steep.
Oh.
So I want to say it was probably 1,800 feet ascent.
Okay.
Through rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Death defying.
How many people went on this hike?
Oh, just Thad and me.
Oh.
So I could have died, and he would have said, hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fucking bodyguard.
That's, wives die on hikes all the time. You know that. I mean, it's
guess.
common.
Well, on this hike, I pretty much, most people would have. So anyway, if you go to Honolulu, meet Thad. Thad's fantastic. Go to
He's a great
trivia
guy.
With him.
Yes.
It was awesome, but do not hike with him. So
yeah, those guys are the real deal with hikers. That's their hobby. They like to do that shit.
Yeah. So, but anyway, thanks for the invitation. I appreciate it.
Well, Joe Pawlak, thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure to see you. I mean, I don't want to sound gay or anything, but I really do love you, friend.
Thanks a lot. right back at you, big guy. So no, it was awesome, man. So and the place is fantastic. I love this place, man. You got an awesome spot here.
First person to see it.
Yeah. So I'm happy to. So anyway, let's shit. What do I want to finish up with? I had a bunch of stuff and all right. Let's finish up with a song about. It might be another artist. I don't know if you've ever played on here. It's about ladies winding down. No. Unwinding.
Ladies who masturbate?
I didn't say that. I said they're unwinding.
Okay.
So this was very popular for me back in 1996. As a matter of fact, I saw this artist in Albuquerque, New Mexico when I lived there.
Let me guess what this could be. Go ahead.
And it was the first time I ever got a gun pulled on me, which was fantastic.
At a concert?
It was after the concert. Some guys were yelling at me and whoever I was with on the street, and they were on the other side of the street in a car, and then they did a U-turn and came up and said, hey, motherfucker, and flashed the gun at me. And I said, no, we're good. See you.
Well,
Just
good.
gonna
Well,
keep on walking.
You live to tell the tale.
But that was in the mean streets of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
So were they Native American?
It was dark.
Mexican. They're probably Mexican. They're probably Mexicans.
I don't know. They just didn't.
Let me start getting into the race.
Has your mouth ever gotten you in trouble, Michael Butler?
They're probably white.
I don't know, man, but
I'm safe for saying they're white.
All right, so we're going to finish out with the Reverend Horton Heat.
Okay.
And this is called One Time for Me. So how can we get a hold of you, Michael?
Well, first, how can we get a hold of you, Joe Pawlak?
You can find me on the Facebook, Joe Pawlak, Pawlak. You can find me on the Instagram, and that's really the only places you need to find me.
All right. rockandrollgeek.com is where you can find this show. Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. You got to answer 2 questions so we know you're not a
AI bot,
fake chick
made up by Chris Capel,
trying to
infiltrate the Rock Talk,
trying to get into to Richard Fusey's pants.
At least his DMs.
Find me on the Twitter, R&R Geek. Find me on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek. Don't ask. Please keep the donations coming. I will thank the donors on the next episode. Hopefully, I'll do one more before we head out to Texas, God willing. And it's a value for value. If you get any value out of this, please contribute what you can, friend. I really need the money. I'm fucking broke.
I'll slip you.
I got a $700-something van rental that I'm on the hook for on this tour. God.
I'll slip you a couple bucks, Mike.
All right, friends. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you soon.
The Reverend Horton Heat. One Time for Me.
Thank you again, Joe Pawlak.
See ya. Oh, turn it up.
It's your phone. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Say my heart's full of rust. Say my brain's going bad. You got your toy, you gotta use it, use it, use it, use it. 'Cause you're driving me mad. it one time for me. Yeah, I said do it. Do it. Do it so I can see.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.
Oh, let's do that again. That was lame. We'll do this again. Try this again here. Fucking unprofessional as hell. Come on.
Fire the producer.
All right, friends. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you soon.
Cheers. Stay frosty.
Thanks again, Joe Pawlak.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.